Anfield experiment still needs work for one of Manchester City's biggest games last season. The Champions League quarter-final away at Anfield, Pep Guardiola deferred to his love of central midfielders and played all four of Fernandinho, Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva. The manager accepted afterwards that the decision hadn't worked, but insisted it could. "I don't have doubts they can play together," was the response. The experiment had not been repeated since, although De Bruyne has rarely been fit since, in fairness, but was brought back out for this important game, with Fernandinho dropping into the back four when the team were on the back foot but stepping up to form a four-man box midfield in possession. If the result was different from Anfield, there were few signs that it is an optimum lineup for the Blues, with none of the central players really running the game, as key contributions came instead from Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling. What can't Fernandinho do? Just in case City didn't know how hard it will be to find someone that can play the holding role as well as Fernandinho, the veteran combined that role with playing centre-back against Arsenal. His flexibility allows Guardiola to be creative with his selections and must have caught Arsenal out just as it caught everyone trying to work out the starting lineup. That said, it is clear that the Blues are a better side when the Brazilian plays in his preferred role. De Bruyne still working his way back. Asked after the Newcastle game whether De Bruyne wasn't quite right, Guardiola pointed out that it had recently been put to him that his playmaker was back to his best. Decent performances in the cup games in January have not married with progression in the league, and it was another afternoon that City's Belgian looked to have mislaid the magic that he was almost never without last season. The sight of him grimacing on the floor as he was taken off showed that he still needs time to work his way back to full form and fitness. Defensive issues remain. Danilo looked to have won the battle to be Benjamin Mendy's stand-in at left back ahead of Aleks, Zinchenko and Fabian Delph, but the Brazilian stinker at Newcastle saw Aymeric Laporte move back to the position he thrived in against Liverpool last month. It looked to have worked a treat when Laporte crossed for Sergio Aguero to head in after just 48 seconds, and Kyle Walker was also much improved on recent showings. However, Nicolas Otamendi blundered twice to concede the corner that Arsenal equalised from. Read more from City 3-1 Arsenal.